So back for our last game of the night. This is the 7:30 matchup between Northumberland and Atlantic Christian. And we'll get to our opening tap here. Atlantic Christian in those white uniforms going right to left. Northumberland in the black uniforms going left to right here. As we get underway, 3-ball off the mark on the far side. And the rebound comes down to Elijah Chapman for Atlantic. Atlantic out of Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey at 14-12 on the year, coached by Dan Carney. They're out of the TSCAC. As Mackay Brown down the lane and lays it in. So a 2-0 lead for Atlantic.
Nice.
You're just underway.
Nice job of finding that little sliver open and driving right diagonally down there.
3-ball in the corner, wouldn't go. Rebound underneath, put back up and in by Kyle Wessner. And we're tied at 2. Brown into the front court here. They'll hand off to Hunter Smith. Down near side for Noble, fires a 3, that wouldn't go. Rebound underneath, taken back by Brown. He has that blocked on the inside. Tries to go up again, has that blocked. And then we got a whistle and a jump ball. It'll stay possession at Atlantic Christian. So back near side, 3-ball, that's good. Triple for Ben Noble.
That was a nice balanced shot. Nobody came out to challenge him, and he shot that off with good footing.
5-2 lead, that runner wouldn't go. Rebound tracked down by Mackay Brown. Brown pulls up at the free throw line, fires, and he scores again. That's a pretty shot from Mackay. I mean, that's just a nice little pull-up jumper.
And he does it quick, too, without any hesitation. He keeps the other team off guard. They're going to have to get used to that.
7-2, Tramp out front. Aaron Knaus tried to get through that. Now off to Joe Amato. Amato swings it back across.
Nice pass
underneath. Amato goes off the glass and scores.
Dribbling around the outside, saw him underneath and rifled the pass under rim for that easy layup. Good eyes.
7-4 the lead now for Atlantic. So lock it up here, under 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Brown working out front. As we go back far side for Hunter Smith, down the lane, and the layup is good. A 9-4 Atlantic lead as Northumberland brings it up. Northumberland Christian out of Northumberland, Pennsylvania, 19-4 on the year, coached by Jeremiah Bennett out of the ACAA. As that deflected, tracked down on the far side by Brandon Irwine. Go back in the corner for Wessner. That pass picked off and then thrown away. So Joe Amato with it. Down the lane, good
nice
pass underneath. That wouldn't go, but the rebound tipped back up and in by Joe Amato. 9-6. Closing in on 4.5 minutes to go first quarter. But a pretty quick moving first quarter so far. As that skips out of bounds, and it will be Northumberland basketball.
Mr. Brown had things he wanted to do with that ball, but he didn't take time to catch it first. Boy, he was on the move.
He comes over near side, Aaron Knaus. Out front to Irwine. Oh, he went far side and then got it right back. Off to Wessner. Trying to go baseline to Knaus. So we got a whistle and a push down though.
33?
Yep. So that'll be on Hunter Smith. That's his first, team first on Atlantic.
Both teams are running on drilling still. They haven't quite settled down to their game pace yet.
Westner back to Amato. And a loose ball on the floor. Finally tracked down by Mackay Brown. So Mackay will kind of reset everything here for Atlantic. Done a good job of getting some decent shots here in the first quarter. They've also hit them as well, but there's a turnover on the pass from Hunter Smith.
Yeah, he tried to rifle one through the middle, and that's not a good idea when you're passing against the zone defense.
Knaus to Amato. Amato down the lane, kicks it
An
off
open
along
shot.
the baseline. 3 ball, that won't go for Westner, and it eventually goes out of bounds. Well, a substitution for Atlantic that I don't have. I don't have a number 11.
I don't have an 11. Where's the?
I don't know, and Brown will walk it up here.
All right, 11.
Go back out front for Noble. 3 ball by Brown on the wing. That won't go. Rebound to Noble underneath. What a pass on the inside. That shot missed by Mark Rosie, and put that count. Now comes Northumberland. Couple of nice touch passes. That shot underneath blocked. Back up again and in out of the hands of Callan Delsite. 9-8 Atlantic. Down to 2:10 to go in this first quarter. 3 ball on the wing. That's good.
Oh.
Triple. And that will make it a 12-8 lead now for Atlantic Christian. Down under 2 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Outside 3 ball. That rattles off no good for Brandon Irwine. And Atlantic again has it.
Mackay Brown box out, taking that rebound.
Down the lane, that runner rattles around and out. And Irwine up into the front court.
Yeah, Jackson Kelly with his 3rd rebound. Jackson's only a sophomore. No, freshman.
Aaron Knaus goes inside, and a little layup there from Kyle Westner is good.
Well, that was a
12-10.
nice job. He went strong right over the top, and had a nice little touch shot over the rim.
And screen up top, down the lane, and that layup is good by Mackay Brown. Well, really nobody stepped up to try to stop him. He just went right to the hoop.
And he sure did.
Back the other way along the baseline. That runner won't go from Aaron Knaus. Brown back the other way, pushing the tempo here for Atlantic. The right hand off the glass and scores again.
Boy, he just scores at will.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew. And a timeout on the floor, a full timeout here toward the end of the first quarter. 16-10 is the lead for Atlantic. Take a break, come back in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So 30 seconds to go in the quarter, and the timeout used here, full timeout toward the end of that first quarter. So in it comes as Northumberland will walk it up into the front court.
Obviously going for one final shot.
And Irvine trying to go right side, gets it back in the paint, fires and scores. Well,
Nice
maybe
shot.
not. 16-12,
Wow.
down to the last 10 seconds or so here.
You all at once saw that opening and took advantage of it.
Brown down to 3 seconds. 2, the floater won't go, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 16-12, the lead for Atlantic Christian here over Northumberland. We'll take a break, come back with quarter number 2 in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament. So start of quarter number 2, that shot off the mark, and loose ball in the front court will eventually go out of bounds. So Northumberland to bring it up into the front court here, off to Knaus. Trying to go baseline. Now 3 ball out front. That rattles off, no good for Brandon Irvine. And eventually taken away by Atlantic as Brown back up into the front court here.
Boy, he's got 6 rebounds by himself already.
The Warriors fall back into, looks to be man-to-man defense here. On the baseline, that floater looked like it just came out of the hands of Brown. Didn't really get an opportunity to get the shot off correctly. And back the other way comes Northumberland. On the baseline it goes. Good pass around to Joe Amato. That shot wouldn't go. It's actually a really nice wraparound pass. Now Brown into the front court.
Yeah, it took him so long to get the shot off that it interfered with the shot.
Off to Noble, down the lane. Runner rattles around, no, from Rosie. And back the other way come the Warriors.
No, that was Collins' 3rd rebound of the game already, so he's getting some work in.
On the baseline, good pass in the middle, and Amato lays it in. Nice look from Aaron Knaus. Joe Amato gets credit for the bucket, and it's now a 16-14 lead for Atlantic Christian. Under 6 minutes to go in the half.
All right.
Brown off on the near side for Hunter Smith. He'll back it out. Swings it around the far side for Ben Noble. Smith again up top. He'll fire a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound in the post. That shot erased down low. And back the other way comes Northumberland, and then they turn the ball over. Down the lane, Brown missed the layup. Well, that was an excellent opportunity.
It was, and he was going to try to go up over the top. The defender just faked a foul and gave him a shot at the basket, and he missed it.
3 ball in the corner is no good for the Warriors. Comes Atlantic. Brown down the lane. Good pass underneath. And the layup by Elijah Chapman. Good look. 18-14, the Cougars lead it now.
All right.
Canals goes back far side.
Oh. Nice one.
There's a 3 out there on the wing. Is that Amato again? Didn't see who it was out there.
What number's Amato?
24?
Could have been. Yeah.
So Joe Amato with his first 3, but he's been no stranger to points in this first half. 18-17, the lead now for Atlantic. Out on the wing, Noble, and then that's thrown away, so it will be Warrior basketball here.
You're getting too cute with your passes, and you trick your own team. And that's what he did. He didn't realize he was going to pass it.
Off on the wing. 3 ball there is no good. Rebound stays underneath to Mark Rosie for Atlantic.
Yeah, it's his second rebound as well.
And we got a whistle and a timeout. 30-second timeout to Atlantic as they lead at 18-17. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So Atlantic back to it here. Brown pull-up jumper from the baseline is good.
Wow.
And he's just a consistent player, plays good both ends of the floor. Nice jump shot.
Yeah,
he's only a junior too, so he has a little bit of room to grow.
He's one of the better players we've seen today.
All around, just, yeah. He plays a good steady game.
Rebound, his defense, his offense, running the team, attacking the defense. Does a good job of all of it.
Good passing ability. Down the lane, that won't go. This set back outside. The runner in the lane is good. I think that's Westner who ended up with the bucket. So 2019, the lead for Atlantic. 3 ball in the wing wouldn't go, and now the Warriors bring it back up with 2:45 to go in the half.
Bringing that defense out a little ways here, but
and that pass.
That's a no-no.
Sailed out of bounds.
Oh, the top of his own defense. He's lucky that's all he got out of it. All right. Okay, they'll set it up again. There's an open shot.
It's Amato who misses that little pull-up. And back up with it comes Atlantic. Brown into the front court. Trying to cross back to the free throw line. Steps back, fires that shot. It's off the mark. And back the other way comes Northumberland. Wow, there's a nice little crossover move. 15-footer wouldn't go, though, for Brandon Irwine. And now Makai Brown back up with it. Brown trying to send it back out. And a travel.
He went to pass it back outside, but he didn't realize there was another guy going to be standing in his way once he got past his defender. And he had to try to get past him and walk for the ball.
So back up with it comes Irvine. His pass is picked off. Out on the run comes Hunter Smith. He has that blocked out of bounds, and Atlantic will get it back along the baseline.
Well, Hunter tried to do a little acting, but you can get him anywhere. But they did get the ball out of bounds.
Little pull up along the baseline. That was blocked. Now, Warriors back the other way. On the baseline, that shot is rejected underneath. That's Mark Rosie, the junior forward, who blocks one and then blocks another one. Getting after a couple of them, and Amato, I think, picks up a foul out of pure frustration.
Yeah, I'm not too sure he didn't get fouled the last one he put up, but they didn't call it. So
they didn't, and guess how many fouls that is on Northumberland?
Oh, how many?
One. Guess
That's
how many,
the first one?
Guess how many fouls Atlantic has?
Well, none.
One.
2 fouls and a half, huh? I grant you there's been more fouls than that.
I think you're correct, yes.
They've been pretty much letting them play out here unless it's really crucial.
That runner's no good. And the rebound down low to the Warriors. Northumberland to bring it up around 30 seconds to go in this first half. Brandon Irvine gets it back out front. Kicks it off along the baseline. 3-ball there is good.
Oh.
Boy, it's a nice pass and a pretty shot from Aaron Knaus. And
Brings
it's
them out in the lead for the first time in a long time.
22-20 lead for Northumberland. Down to the last few seconds here. Down to 3 seconds. 2, 1. The shot is off the mark, and that will do it for the end of the half.
Well, that was a nice half.
It was. 22-20 is the lead for Northumberland over Atlantic Christian. Your first half scoring totals, first off for Atlantic. 3 points for Ben Noble on 1 3-pointer. Elijah Chapman with 2. Hunter Smith with 2. We have a number 11 out there who got a 3-point field goal, but he's not in the book. And 10 points for Makai Brown. Atlantic, 2 of 7 from 3-point range. For Northumberland, 2 points for Brandon Irvine. 1 3-pointer for Aaron Kraus. 2 points for, or Knaus, excuse me. 2 points for Colin Delsite. 6 for Kyle Westner. 9 for Joe Amato, including 1 3-point field goal. Northumberland is 2 of 10 from 3-point range. Pass it off to you for our rebounds in that first half.
All right, first of all, for Atlantic Christian, we have Makai Brown with 8 rebounds. Ben Noble had 1. Mark Rosie had 2. Elijah Chapman had 1. Hunter Smith had 1 for a total of 13. 13 rebounds for Atlantic Christian. For Northumberland, and Braden Irvine with 1. Jack Garvin with 1. Jackson Kelly had 3. Aaron Knaus had 2. Joe Amato had 1. Jack Dunham had 1. And Colin Delsite had 3 for a total of 12 rebounds for Northumberland. So it's 13-12 Atlantic Christian in the rebounding contest.
All right, so at the end of half number 1, 22-20 is the lead for Northumberland over Atlantic Christian. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the second half in just a little bit. You're watching the NCSAA. Back for the start here of half number 2, our last half of the night, as Northumberland leads it 22-20 over Atlantic Christian, as Atlantic gets the ball first. Runner in the paint wouldn't go, so tracked down in the corner by Chapman. Back out front to Brown. And Mackay will reset a little bit here. Your side it comes for Noble. Swings it over. Brown into the paint. That was knocked out of his hands. Picked up, and now a whistle and a foul call. And that will be on Joe Amato. That would be his second, team first. In the entire first half, the whole thing, there were 2 total fouls called.
1 each, huh?
Yeah, not just on one team. Yeah, 2 total fouls on everyone. Free throw good by Brown. We'll have another one coming.
Well, if Amato hadn't tomahawked him, just blocked the shot.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a foul either.
He wouldn't have gotten a foul.
That's true. And the second one is good. 22-22, we're all tied up here. Just beginning of the third quarter. And a pretty good basketball game for the last game of the night. Amato down the lane, swings it back out. 3 ball in the wing. That's good again.
Wow.
And once again, that is Kyle Westner. He's managed to knock down a few shots here tonight. 25-22 Warriors. Out front. And Noble.
Northumberland's playing with that man-to-man defense now. Put a little more pressure on him, looks like.
Push it back out. 3 ball. That won't go in the corner for Elijah Chapman. And now Northumberland back up with it. Amato kicks it out. Right down the lane, all the way to the hoop goes Brandon Irwine. Missed the layup. Amato underneath. Had it blocked a couple of times. And back out of there with it comes Atlantic. Brown will back it out here. Goes down the lane, gets a step, and we have a whistle and a foul on the floor. That will
23.
go on Joe Amato. I do believe there have been 3 fouls called in Northumberland, and all 3 of them have been on Joe Amato.
Oh.
I think. I might have misread one of those, but I'm pretty sure that's right. 3 ball on the wing, no.
He's having a frustrating time out there right now. Hustles hard, he works hard.
So back up it comes for the Warriors. Middle of the floor, Dunham. It's back out front now to Irwine. He'll reset here. Off to Canals. To Irwine, now on the baseline, Amato. Trying to get free here as it poked away, but he'll track it down in the backcourt.
Yeah, Brown's very fortunate he didn't get a foul call. But they're not calling too many of those.
Not much. Amato's pass is thrown away. Back the other way on the run comes Ben Noble. Down the lane.
Pass off.
Now they'll kick it out. Noble open for 3 in the corner. Nope.
No.
I'll tell you what, they're not calling much, are they?
No, they aren't.
Almost nothing. Layup missed down low. And back up with it comes Atlantic. Brown down the lane on the left side. That wouldn't go. Rebound back up and in from Mark Rosie. 25-24 Northumberland. Down to about 4.5 minutes to go in the third. And that runner wouldn't go. We had a whistle and a foul call.
Well, Mark Rosie, everybody's going to get that one, and rightly deserving.
His first, team first, and free throws coming up here for the Warriors.
It's another one of those fouls that wasn't a ticky-tack one.
rattles around and off for Aaron Knaus. And we'll have another one here. And misses the second. Rebound underneath,
cool.
Put back up and in. I believe that was Wessner again. And it's 27-24 Northumberland.
Yeah, both of the guys from Atlantic Christian tried to close in both sides of him. He just hiked the ball under him to his partner who got the layup then.
On the 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Good little shovel pass underneath. The layup missed, but we have a whistle and a foul on Kyle Wessner. That'll be his first, team third, I believe. And Elijah Chapman to the line here for Atlantic Christian. First one off
no
the mark.
good. Elijah for one more.
Second free throw upcoming here for Chapman. And that rattles around and out. But rebound comes down to Brown, who then lost it out of bounds. And it will be Northumberland basketball.
Well, that was his first rebound in the second half, and then end up losing the ball later.
That's deflected, now picked up on the near side. Knaus out front, off to Irwine. Back to Irwine again, trying to throw it back out front. Three ball off the mark from Knaus. And here comes Atlantic.
Mark Rosie with his fourth rebound.
Brown down the lane, throws up a left-handed runner. That wouldn't go. Rebound sent out for Chapman. Now back to Brown. Brown near side for Noble. Rosie back to Noble again. Tried to squeeze a pass through. That didn't quite make it.
Yeah, it wasn't room to get that through there. He tried, though.
Brown again pulls up and scores. Man, that's a tough shot.
Yeah,
he just came off a screen and just pulled up and hit it.
He's one of those guys you can't let do that. He will knock it down.
27-26 Northumberland. Down to about 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. On the baseline, that won't go. Rebound slapped out of bounds, and it will be Atlantic Christian basketball. We have a timeout, full timeout to Atlantic Christian. 27-26, the lead for Northumberland here in the third. We'll take a break. Back with more in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeout, Brown into the front court here. 27-26, Northumberland with the lead. Atlantic looking for some points here. There have really been no games today that have seen any semblance of scoring.
Whoa.
3 ball out front by Mackay Brown is right down the well.
Wow. Where'd that one come from?
And he can hit that kind of stuff. There's a steal. Brown with the steal down the lane, and he'll lay it in again. So Mackay with back-to-back buckets, and all of a sudden it's 31-27 Atlantic. As I was saying, there hasn't really been a lot of scoring today. It's been very low-scoring games. A lot of ball control, ball movement type of games. Pass over on the near side. Amato tried to work baseline, and he'll score off the glass.
Good job.
Good take from Joe Amato. 31-29. 3 on the wing. That won't go by Brown. Tried to save it and could not.
Good hustle by Brown.
Northumberland brings it up. Irvine, double team there. Skipped it ahead. Amato, good pass underneath, and one extra pass that they might not have needed.
That's what they didn't need. You're right. Just thinking that. One too many passes.
So that's kicked out of bounds. The Cougars will get it back here. And I like the fact that you're unselfish, but at some point you need to be selfish.
Yeah, you only have so much time before the defense closes in on you under there. That first pass caught him wide open, but the second one, no way.
Noble goes back out front to Brown. Lost some room and stepped out along the baseline. You can see that from here. That left foot ends up out of bounds.
Trying to go where there wasn't a path to go. Boy, this game right in front of us ended up 41-39, or is that the third quarter? Third quarter.
Yeah,
still
got
another
fourth quarter. Yeah.
That's a good game as well.
So the Warriors bring it up. Under 30 seconds to go in the third. As pass comes back out top. Now in the corner, 3 ball for Knaus. That's good. Aaron Knaus with a triple. 32-31. Northumberland down to the last couple seconds here. Brown fires a shot up. That won't go. And at the buzzer, the half-court shot is off the mark. 32-31, the lead for Northumberland over Atlantic after 3. We'll take a break, come back with your last fourth quarter of the day in just a moment as you're watching the NCSAA. Start of the fourth quarter here. Northumberland with it. 3 ball in the wing. Good again. Right down the well from Aaron Knaus. That's his third 3 of the game. And it's 35-31 Northumberland. We've seen this interesting, kind of run back and forth here.
Yeah.
6 points either way. Both teams getting a little bit of offense. been just a good basketball game.
Yeah, it has been. Very well played
all the way
basketball
around.
game.
Brown, a little crossover move. Atlantic searching for something here. Oh, what a pass underneath. That shot blocked out of bounds. Good look from Brown across to Rosie.
Yeah, Rosie just didn't have a chance to get it up there because he got a guy right on him, but beautiful pass.
Hunter Smith back in for Atlantic.
Here they go again. Atlantic Christian ball.
Noble off to Brown. Pull-up jumper on the wing. Good again.
Wow, nice jump shot.
35-33 is the lead here for Northumberland. Amato down the lane, got in, went in between the defenders, and then went off the glass with the left hand.
Yeah, and he did it underneath. He changed from overhead to underneath and left-handed. Caught them both off guard.
37-33, 6:45 roughly to go here in the game. Pull-up jumper by Brown. Nope, but we have a whistle and a foul. Will be on Northumberland's Callan Delsite, his first, team fourth, and Mackay Brown to the free throw line. Short on the first one.
It's an interesting name, Mackay. It's like Micaiah in the Bible.
It could be Micaiah too. I mean, it's M-I-K-A-I. I'm going with Mackay, but it
I would say Micaiah with it too.
It could be Micaiah, but
it just reminds me of Micaiah in the Bible.
So 1 out of 2 free throws there. 30-second timeout to Atlantic Christian. This is our last quarter of the day. We go down the home stretch here in day 1 from the NCSAA National Tournament. We'll be back with you tomorrow for another 6 games throughout the day. And then on Saturday for Championship Saturday, a bunch of different championship games going on that day. I think we'll have 6 games tomorrow, 6 games Saturday yet to come from the NCSAA tournament. Beautiful facilities here at Mount Vernon Nazarene University here in the Ariel Arena.
I'd like to find out that story about Ariel.
Well, I found out it is a corporation.
There's a company here that named that, and it's on the wall down here. So,
but this is a beautiful facility for a smaller college. It's unbelievable. That pass picked off back the other way on the run. Comes Ben Noble, and he has that shot rejected by Aaron Knaus. So Atlantic will get set to play it in. Still a 4-point game, 37-33. It comes for Smith. Brown over near side to Noble. Brown now taking his time, down under 6 minutes to go in the game. And we got a whistle and a foul called. Was that an illegal screen?
I guess. I don't know.
Under the second on Mark Rosie and the team second.
Must have been.
So back inside it comes. And the shot no good, but we do have a foul coming up. And that will be on Atlantic's Mackay Brown, his first, team third. Kyle Wessner to the free throw line here for Northumberland. First one rattles in. 38-33. Second one off the mark, loose ball, and it is a jump ball that will go back down to the Cougars of Atlantic Christian.
Atlantic Christian Cougars, and that's what home team is here at the university, the Cougars. Do they have 5 seconds to get it in?
No. You don't have to touch it ever if you don't want to.
Really?
As long as the ball's put in play. Down the lane, Brown can't go there, gets it back. Goes up again, no, but he'll head to the free throw line. So the foul on Kyle Wessner, his second, team fifth. Yeah, you have 5 seconds to pass the ball in. Once the ball is put in play, it can sit out there.
Huh.
As long as the ball's in play.
I guess that's true, yeah. I guess you wouldn't have to do anything with it.
So 38-34. I mean, the idea is that somebody's going to go get it. But second free throw off the mark. A 4-point lead for the Warriors here. Wessner up the far side. I believe that's Irwine who brings it back up top to Amato. Irwine looking baseline. Now throws up a runner. That won't go. Rebound tipped out. Tracked down by Amato. Down the lane, kicks it off from the baseline. Three ball from Irwine is short. Amato's there for the rebound and missed the putback. Boy, was that point blank.
Boy, he came right off to him. All he had to do is put it right back in there, and he's a little too hard.
Wow, what a crossover move there by Makai Brown. Left the defender standing, but had the ball knocked away from him as he got closer to the hoop.
He's got that first step quick speed.
So Atlantic to play it in for the baseline. And it comes out front for Noble. Back over to Chapman. And now Brown with it. Mackay, pull-up jumper from 16 feet. That won't go. Rattled in and out. Rebound underneath. Put back up. No by Chapman. And finally collected by Northumberland's Kyle Wessner. The Warriors walk it up here. On the baseline it goes. Layup won't go there. Rebound tip back up and in by Aaron Knaus. 40-34. Down to near 4 minutes to go in this one. Brown holding in the front court. Hands it off to Smith. Deep three on the wing. I mean, that's way out there by Noble. That wouldn't go. Noble gets it back on the wing. Puts it in the middle to Rosie. This is knocked away and finally taken. So Aaron Canals into the front court. And they like baseline. They'll try to skip it back out. That's stolen away by Noble.
Nice job by Noble stepping in just at the perfect time and taking that.
Noble down the lane, left it underneath. That shot blocked. And back up with it now comes Northumberland. And
there's a whistle over here just as that was happening, and they stopped play thinking it was called a stop. So now they got to just take the ball out, I think. Yeah, they're just going to take it back out now. Start it again. The guys over here on ours floor stopped playing when they heard the whistle, and they thought it was on their court.
So Northumberland brings it back up here. As up the far side, Amato comes back out top to Irwine.
Nice pass.
Oh, the backdoor pass underneath. Man. And it goes through the hands of Jack Dunham, and Dunham was waiting to make that layup more than anything else.
Yeah.
And
you got to catch the ball,
didn't quite catch it. So down around 3 minutes to go in this game. Hunter Smith gives it up far side. Noble wanted to get a step. There was nowhere to go with it. Now trying to work far side. Noble down the lane, throws up a runner. That won't go. Rebound to Rosie, back up, no. And collected underneath by the Warriors. Brandon Irwine in the front court, now off to Amato. Amato down the lane, kicks it off along the baseline to Dunham, and we have a whistle and a travel. So Brown letting the ball roll all the way into the front court, and why not if nobody's going to come challenge it. And picks it up there. Mackay trying to work off into the corner. 3 ball. Nope. Around and out. We're going to sit back out. And finally collected by the Warriors. Up the near side, Amato. No hold there. Atlantic trying to pressure the basketball. Amato down the lane, kicks it off along the baseline. This is Wessner back out front. Now Amato again. And Amato trying to work left side, down the lane, kicks it back out to Wessner. Wessner gets a step, and we got a whistle and a reach in. That will be on Mark Rosie. That's his 3rd, team 4th.
It's been interesting to see how well Northumberland can keep the ball away from Atlantic.
And the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Atlantic Christian basketball. So 1:35 left in this one. 40-34 is the lead for Northumberland. Deep 3 is off the mark for Brown. Rebound goes underneath to Northumberland. They come up the far side. Down the lane, and the layup is good. Boy, that's a big bucket from Aaron Canals, and we have a whistle and a timeout to Atlantic Christian. 42-34, the lead for Northumberland over Atlantic. 1:15 left. We'll take a break, come back with more in the 4th quarter here in a moment. You're watching the NCSA. So Atlantic plays it in as we approach 1 minute to go. 42-34, the lead for Northumberland. Drive along the baseline by Mackay Brown. That's good. 42-36. Down to 1 minute remaining. And a reach-in foul in the backcourt on Brown. That will be his 2nd and team 5th. So Atlantic still a couple of fouls away from sending them to the free throw line.
Yeah, now it's getting crucial for Atlantic. They're going to have to get the ball and get the ball and score quick. They can't do this.
Amato up the far side into the front court. Yeah, you're using way too much time. Way too much. Out front it comes. Amato with it. Holds there. We're down to 38 seconds. And up it comes. So back to far side. Irvine, they almost had the steal, but did not get it. It finally gets deflected and goes out of bounds. And granted, you eventually got a turnover, but there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah, you used up your time.
And there's still a 2-possession game, and they turn the ball over.
Steal?
Off the steal. The layup is missed. Tipped up, no.
Missed it.
And underneath Knaus, no, but he'll head to the free throw line. And that's going to pretty well seal it here. So the foul on.
Boy, they had a layup, had a putback, and both of them missed. Finally got the 3rd rebound, and the 2nd rebound, and Brown just ran right into him and knocked him completely on the floor.
18 seconds remaining. And Knaus makes a pair. 44-36. Up with it comes Brown, kicks it out, 3-ball on the wing.
Oh.
That's good. And we have a timeout to Atlantic Christian. Ben Noble hit that 3, which will make it 44-39. Your problem now is you're out of time.
Yep. Yep. You played a good game, but you're just out of time. You got to have five points in 8 seconds. Unless you steal the ball twice and put it in, you're not going to make it.
I think there are 10 seconds left in
10?
this game officially. And your problem is not only do you have to get the ball, you have to commit a foul, you have to do whatever. You have to get points on 2 consecutive possessions.
Yeah.
So you not only have to get the ball and score, you got to get the ball again and score and hold them to only 1 point and do all that in 10 seconds.
You need to steal it from out of bounds, score, call a timeout, steal it from out of bounds, and score.
That's about it. I mean, you can, if you steal the first one and score, you could foul and hope they missed a free throw.
If I'm Northumberland, I throw the ball all the way down here somewhere.
I also wouldn't be guarding the guy throwing the inbounds pass, but inbound comes. We're down to close to 8 seconds. The foul in the backcourt on Elijah Chapman. That's his first. This will send Northumberland to the free throw line here.
Oh, are they going
or is it only 6?
Oh, maybe it's only 6.
It should be 1-1. There are 8 seconds left.
Okay, now what happens here, though you go to the other end of the court to shoot. That means you got to come all the way down the court to score.
Yep. Well, and not only that, if he makes one of these, it's a 3-possession game. And
then it's over.
I mean, 2 of these, it's a 3-possession game, and it's over anyway. But he misses the front end. So back up it comes as Brown fires a 3. That won't go. Rebound put back up and in by Rosie. And that will do it. So time runs out. Even with those points, it's 44-41. And Northumberland hangs on to win by 3 points here over Atlantic Christian. Final scoring totals, first of all, for Atlantic. Ben Noble had 6 points on 2 3-point field goals. Mark Rosie with 4 points. 2 for Elijah Chapman. He was 0 for 2 from the line. 2 points for Hunter Smith. 25 points from Mekhi Brown, including a 3-point field goal and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Atlantic 4 of 16 from 3-point range. For Northumberland, 2 points for Brandon Irwine, 2 for Colin Delsite. 13 points for Joe Amato, including a 3. 12 for Kyle Westner. He had a 3-point field goal and was 1 of 3 from the free throw line. 15 points for Aaron Knaus. He had 3 3-point field goals and was 2 of 4 from the line. Northumberland 5 of 15 from 3-point range. So I'll pass it off to you for our final rebounding totals.
All right, rebounding. First of all, for Atlantic Christian, we had Mekhi Brown with 10 rebounds. Ben Noble had 1. Mark Rosie had 7. Elijah Chapman had 4. Hunter Smith had 3. And the infamous number 11 had 2 for a total of 26. On the opposite side, Northumberland, we had Braden Irwine with 1. Jack Garvin with 1. Jackson Kelly with 3. Aaron Knaus had 5. Kyle Wester had 2. Joe Amato had 4. Jack Dunham had 6. And Colin Delsite had 4 for a total of 26. So what happened with the rebounds is they tied 26 apiece.
Well, that was the best game of the day for sure.
That was a good one.
It was a good competitive game, good basketball. Northumberland ends up winning, but Atlantic gave it a nice run, and that's a good game to end the day on. That's for sure. Well, we'll be back with you tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. for 6 more games from the tournament. We hope you enjoyed the first day's worth of broadcast from Mount Vernon Nazarene University. You've been watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament.